Good day, my beautiful people. We're back up in this house once again, and it's very bright. Hope everything is good and all is well with all of you. And today, I popped it on time. I wasn't expecting this. We all knew BTS World has been released. We have done videos on BTS World soundtracks part 1, 2, and 3. And y'all know BTS keeps just popping content like nonstop. So when they released the game, BTS World, they also released the 4th single soundtrack, which is called Heartbeat, sung by all 7 BTS members without any features. No, nothing. And kind of like the first initial hearing of the song for everyone was within the actual game. So, I wanted to see what the game was all about, I'm a proud level 15 at BTS World at the moment, and it's all fun and everything like that. So if you haven't checked BTS World out, definitely do. I think it's a pretty cool game, and all the content that it's giving, and anything. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool, especially if you're an ARMY. I think that you would enjoy it. And if you're not an ARMY, and if you just like storytelling kind of games, and if you enjoy like K-drama vibes and everything like that, I think that you might like it as well. But today we're watching BTS World soundtrack number 4. Heartbeat. We're watching the music video because, as I mentioned, BTS keeps popping content like nonstop. So they gave us a music video for Heartbeat. So we're gonna watch it. I have heard the song already, but I wanted to see, what is it all about? Does it have any changes? And especially within the music video, I wanted to see the music video for itself, as it is a soundtrack. I expect for the video to be, very cinematic, very movie-like, of course. And we will see what is what. We will talk music, I guess, and what I like about this, and let's have a great time, and let's see what is what. Let's get it. Okay, shine as bright as now.
It leaves me feeling seasick, baby.
Ooh. Farmer Tay.
It spins me around and drives me
Crazy. Huh, okay, yeah, it's very cinematic. This so far shows their solo storylines and everything. So. Beautiful, it's beautifully filmed. This is a total soundtrack, man. But the video is beautiful. Aww. So you can see all these videos also in the game initially, so some snippets of it.
When you hear my heartbeat, baby, you give me a new life, you give me a new birth. I feel your heartbeat away. I've been losing my mind, I've been grabbing my shine. I knew maybe for you was already made me, but you designate me and you resonate me. I've been calling your name in this universe. I got universe turn.
It's beautiful. The galaxy and all the stars and little lights. It's a whale. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Wow. Faces of the moon and everything. Wow. Wow. They meet each other? Suga and RM, they meet each other? And I had to sneeze. Wow. I love their vocals on this as well, but the video though. Beautiful harmony on the track. It's interesting to see this, you know, like both of the storylines mixing within the video. Wow. Wow. Beautiful. Wow. 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 You know, I love this song. This is the ultimate soundtrack. And you know, that is why when we spoke about, you know, the parts 1, 2, and 3, you know, in my opinion, those parts, they were, you know, kind of, they didn't have this kind of finale. They didn't have this, you know, conclusion, you know, even though you put them all three together in any kind of order you wanted, you know, whether if you look through the lyrics, you know, and kind of said everything, you know, throughout the lyrics or within either the vibes of the songs or anything like that, they didn't have that finale, that grand finale. And this is the ultimate soundtrack. This is definitely the ultimate soundtrack. But the video though, it was beautiful, you know, as expected. It was very, very cinematic. It was, you know, you could see that within the video, you could see that there were these both storylines that you can experience, you know, within the game, whether that is the solo storyline for each member, you know, for example, there's in that solo story mode, basically they show each character, if they hadn't, you know, wanted to become BTS, at least so far that that is what it seems. But from the video, it shows that Suga and RM, they meet each other. They bump into each other, you know, on the street. So who knows? Maybe even with the solo storylines and everything like that, you know, maybe they all end up together. You know, it's theory, conspiracy theories. But you know, it's beautiful. I loved, you know, the solo, you know, videos there and everything. You know, we saw Tae as a farmer, we saw Cookie as, you know, a student, you know, Jimin and working in the rice cake shop, you know, and, you know, RM being, you know, a detective writer and, you know, a novelist. You know, and so on, and J-Hope being, you know, the vet and so far. But and then you see this other storyline, you know, when when they, you know, when they practiced, you know, when they were preparing for their debut and and everything like that. So it's beautiful how these two kind of storylines are also shown there within the video, and I love it. But the song itself, it's such a bittersweet, you know, kind of grand finale, you know, and it's beautiful, you know. Their vocals are incredible, you know, and you know, of course, all the instruments, you know. We get this kind of this grand finale, you know. It incorporated more of those kind of live instruments, you know. We didn't get like a lot of synthesizers, we didn't get like a lot of sampling or anything like that, you know. And this would be a beautiful song to perform live, especially, you know, if you would get like live musicians, like I don't know, maybe not even like an orchestra, but for example, like a standard band, you know, maybe some string instruments, you know, so maybe like a string quartet or anything like that, and maybe a piano. And yeah, this gave me such a kind of like a melancholy, like bittersweet kind of vibe, you know, and feeling, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Wow. You know, also regarding like BTS World, also the entire original soundtrack album also got released same time as the video, and we will do a separate video on it, you know, because the soundtrack includes 14 tracks, if I'm not mistaken. So there are 14 tracks. We get, you know, the previous parts 1 throughout 3, and then we get Heartbeat on it. Then we get theme songs for each member, and then we get additional 2 or 3 songs, I think. Which is really, really cool. Also something that I noticed when I was playing the game itself, was cool that you got, you know, I was also tweeting about it, you know, like being the music nerd that I am and seeking out, you know, every single detail and picking on things, you know, and trying to figure out why is it the way it is, you know, because I'm very much so like that, and I love doing it, especially, you know, within the music. And so one of the first things that I noticed when I was playing, you know, BTS World and everything like that, even though I'm not much of a gamer, you know, but still I wanted to see what everything was all about. So I did, and it's actually really fun. But the first things that I noticed was that we get like a snippet of Go Go, we get a jazz version of DNA, we get a lullaby version of DNA. Maybe that's also included within the original soundtrack album. I haven't listened to it. I have, you know, downloaded it, and I'm also waiting for the physical copy to arrive, which is in the mail somewhere. And we're gonna do, you know, separate videos on the physical copy as well. But, you know, I want to do a separate video also on the you know, on the music itself, you know, as the video for the physical copy will be, you know, more of what do you get when you buy it, especially when you pre-order it, what you get. So that's gonna be kind of cool, I think. And I think that y'all might be interested in that. But yeah. This is such a bittersweet song, you know, and this is definitely the ultimate soundtrack. This is actually this vibe for the soundtrack, like the entire soundtrack in general, was actually the vibe, you know, that I was expecting for the parts 1 through 3. And, you know, but it's good that they kept, you know, kind of different vibes for for each part, his one was very more dancey, the other one was kind of traditional meets trap, and then the third one was funk meets trap meets R&B and soul, and so this is kind of that very melancholy, very bittersweet, kind of sappy, grand finale, which is great, and people have been raving about the song, and they've been, and people have, said a lot of great things about this track, and it was produced and co-written by who was it? DJ Swivel. So DJ Swivel co-wrote and co-produced Heartbeat, which is unbelievable. We have seen him work with BTS previously, and I think he's a phenomenal producer. We saw him produce Euphoria, both versions of Euphoria. So the original and piano version. So those are also produced by him. And he's just fantastic as a producer. He's really, really awesome. And I enjoy his work very, very much so. And he has worked with a bunch of different artists, mostly A-listers, and it's awesome. It's definitely awesome, and I love his work, what he does, and especially what he has done, with BTS, while working with them. So kudos to him. He's definitely awesome. And I love it very much so. But yeah, wow, this took this is very long. But yeah, we will do separate videos on the BTS World soundtrack, official soundtrack album, and we will do a video also on the BTS World official soundtrack album physical copy. So those will be two separate videos. And yeah, let me know if you like this song, if you like the other three parts. Have you listened to the entire soundtrack? Are you playing BTS World maybe? If you are, let me know what level are you. I would love to know. What chapter are you stuck in? I'm in chapter 4, 5, I don't know, 4. But yeah, always remember to be good, be kind, rock and roll, and I will see y'all very, very soon with a new video. Cheers. Just a reaction.